Hi students, welcome back to Vijay Datta chemistry classes. This is Purnima ma'am. Today we are going to discuss ozonolysis reaction for alkenes and alkynes. Okay, first of all, what is meant by ozonolysis we should know. See, ozonolysis is nothing but addition of ozone to the alkenes and alkynes. Okay, let us see what is the structure of ozone. Ozone structure is O3, right? O3 is nothing but three oxygens, right? This one has positive charge and another one has the negative charge. This is called its canonical structure, we can say, right? And this positive plus one and minus one, this is called its formal charge, which already we studied in the chemical bonding, right? So this is called formal charge. If we write one more canonical structure to this, so we can write even like this also, oxygen plus and double bond O. If you consider this is the first oxygen, second oxygen, third oxygen, see the difference between these two structures are here double bond presents between the first and second oxygens, but here double bond present between the second and third oxygens. Here the formal charge of negative present on first oxygen and positive formal charge present on the second oxygen. So this is the O3 is the molecular formula for ozone, and these two are its canonical structures, and we can write this is as the oxygen one is negative charge and another one is the positive charge. So this is also it's one of the canonical form, right? So O3 is its formula. Now come to the first one. What is meant by ozonolysis in alkenes? Alkenes, already we know the alkene structure means which is having the double bond. Okay, here I am taking the example that is CH2 double bond CH2. Okay, this CH2 double bond CH2 double bond is present, so it is an unsaturated hydrocarbon, everyone knows that. And this is ethene, unsaturated hydrocarbon. Unsaturated means double bond and triple bond comes under the unsaturation, and single bond is present between the carbon and hydrogen, between two carbons. Anyway, carbon and hydrogen having the single bond only, so these are called saturated hydrocarbons, and this double bond and triple bond are said to be unsaturated hydrocarbons. Today we are discussing ozonolysis reaction for unsaturated hydrocarbons also we can consider. Unsaturated means alkenes and alkynes. Okay, now see here, this ethene is reacting with the ozone. The first step, the first ozone, the ethene reacting with the ozone. Then see, already we know one oxygen having positive charge and another one having negative charge. These two are the reactive species in the O3. Then I want to break one bond because CH2 double bond CH2, they have the two bonds. Then one is a sigma bond and another one is a pi bond. I want to break one bond. Then obviously one of the carbon gets positive charge and another carbon gets the negative charge, right? So here we'll write CH2 single bond CH2. The positive charged carbon form a bond with negative charged oxygen, isn't it? So this is the oxygen which is having negative charge, and this is the oxygen, and again this is the O bond. So actually this is called moloozonoid. The structure of this one is called moloozonoid. What is its structure, student? Moloozonoid. And this structure is highly unstable. Because of its instability, immediately it want to converts, means it wants to get the rearrangement. If this structure CH2 single bond CH2, it gets the rearrangement, then it shifts into like this, then CH2, okay, O. So the rearrangement will be takes place in this manner. Now this one, this one on hydrolysis. On hydrolysis is nothing but on addition of water, because this is on H2O, on addition of water. This is the second step here. First we added the ozone, and the second step is addition of oxygen to this. So if we added this, so actually what happens, the bond between the carbon and oxygen will break here. At the same time, the bond between this carbon and oxygen will breaks over here. Then it forms CH2O and another mole of CH2O. So total 2 moles of CH2O will be formed, and this H2O and this oxygen, they forms H2O2. Okay, see here CH2O. What is CH2O? CH2O is nothing but HCOH. This is nothing but this is called formaldehyde. So ethene on reacting with ozone, then it forms the monoozonide, and then on rearrangement we'll get this synthesis. From this, on reacting with water, it gets 2 moles of formaldehyde and H2O2. See here, due to the presence of this H2O2, actually we got 2 moles of uh, H2CO plus H2O2, right? Due to the reactivity of this H2O2, whatever the formaldehyde formed here, that formaldehyde immediately converts into the formic acid. So HCOOH. This is called formic acid. This is called formic acid. So here this aldehyde is getting oxidized. So H2O2 acting as the oxidizing agent, right? Acting as the oxidizing agent, and the formed formaldehyde is converting into the formic acid. Got it? But here, if you want to stop the reaction at formaldehyde, you want to stop the reaction, you want to get the product formaldehyde only, not formic acid. So if you want to stop the formaldehyde, then you have to use the mild oxidizing agent. And one more thing, we have to stop the formation of H2O2, isn't it? Because the formation of H2O2 here, H2O2 acting as the oxidizing agent, then it is converting this aldehyde into oic acid, means carboxylic acids like. So to stop the reaction at aldehyde, first we have to demolish this H2O2, means we have to remove this H2O2. To remove the H2O2, actually we have to take Zn, means zinc in presence of H2O. If you take zinc in presence of H2O, then it forms zinc oxide, right? Zinc oxide means that H2O2 will demolish, means it will go. So the further reaction will not takes place, and only this one will be formed. The required aldehydes will be formed. Not only zinc in presence of H2O, you can use one more compound also, that is dimethyl sulfide, Me2S. Even this is also stops the reaction at aldehyde only. Okay, it does not proceed to the formic acid, because dimethyl sulfide and this zinc in presence of water, they both will stops the reaction at aldehyde only, they won't further continue the reaction. Okay, so just come to here, that is about the alkenes. Okay, I'll take here one more example, and I'll tell you. See here, CH2 double bond CH2. Actually, this is the reaction I have taken. Here, I'll tell you the small shortcut. What is the shortcut? First, see, instead of writing, first step they have given bit like this, O3. So, second one is in H2O. Simply they asked what is the product. Whatever the mechanism I have explained you now, no need to write all the explanation. Just a simple trick or simple shortcut or logical answer is simply whatever the double bond is there, remove this double bond and add here one oxygen and here one oxygen. Then see here, then CH2O, CH2O. Answer will be 2 moles of CH2O plus H2O2, because we have taken only water, not zinc. So further, this is forms 2 moles of HCOOH. That is nothing but formic acid. Okay. Now, suppose in the question they have given like this, means CH2 double bond CH2. First one is in presence of O3 and second one in presence of zinc or H2O. Then what is the reaction? What is the answer they are asking? Then just simply break this double bond, add this side one oxygen and this side one oxygen. Then the answer is 2 moles of CH2O. That's it. No formic acid formation because we have taken the zinc in presence of H2O, right? Not single H2O. In presence of zinc we have taken. So it won't allow to form H2O2. This zinc does not allow to form the H2O2. So oxidation will not be takes place. There will be reduction will be takes place due to this zinc in presence of H2. So the reaction will be stops at formaldehyde only. This is the direct. No further conversion into the acids. Okay, only the formaldehyde. Instead of ZnH2O, one more reagent also we can add. That is what? Dimethyl sulfide. Means even on the arrow, either they can give Zn in H2O or Me2S, means dimethyl. Me is nothing but methyl group. So we can write that is as CH3S uh, single bond CH3. So like this also we can write. This is the ether, thioethers. These are the CH3SCH3. So these are called dimethyl sulfide also we can take. Thioethers also these are. Okay. So when this Me2S when reacts with the H2O2, how it will react? See here already we have taken here when zinc in present zinc added to this, whatever the H2O2 is forming here that converts into ZnO and H2O, right? So there is no formation of H2O2 when zinc is present, right? Like that only when this Me2S when reacts with the H2O2, right? That immediately forms the dimethyl sulfoxide. Dimethyl sulfoxide is nothing but DMSO. DMSO. This is the protic solvent like we'll use polar protic solvent. This is DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide. So these also we can be used furtherly the reaction. When you have seen the Me2S also on the arrow, the reaction will be stops at formaldehyde only. It will not proceed to the further. It stops the reaction at aldehyde only. If in case they did not give any zinc or Me2S, simply they have given H2O, then the reaction furtherly takes place and it forms the formic acid. Means formaldehyde oxidizes to formic acid. Okay. So these two examples I have explained by taking the ethane, right? Ethene. So now I'll take one more example. What is that? See here they have given like this: CH3 CH double bond CH2. Like this they given first one is O3 and second one is Me2S. Like that they given and they are asking what is the answer. Then simply O3 is nothing but ozonolysis. So simply you have to remove the double bond between the two carbons and add this side one oxygen and this side one oxygen. And the second reagent is Me2S. So a reduction will be takes place due to the presence of this dimethyl sulfate. Reaction furtherly don't takes place. So no carboxylic acids. Only reaction stops at the aldehyde. So the products will be CH3CHO plus CH2O. So it is called acetaldehyde, and this is called formaldehyde. So two aldehydes. If they given CH3 CH double bond CH2, if they have given first one is O3 and the second reagent is zinc in presence of H2O, they given same answer. Because CH3 CHO, we have to remove the double bond between two carbons, allot to this carbon one oxygen, to this carbon one oxygen, then CH3 CHO plus CH2O. This is acetaldehyde, this is formaldehyde. Okay, suppose they given only CH3 CH double bond CH2. This is nothing but called propene, propene, right? One propene. See, this is first one is O3 and second reagent they have given just hydrolysis, no zinc, no dimethyl sulfide, just they given H2O. Then simply what we have to do, you have to remove the double bond between the two carbons and you have to allot the oxygens. Then CH3 COH means aldehyde plus CH2O means formaldehyde plus H2O2, and further this H2O2 converts these two into the C aldehydes converts into carboxylic acid CH3COOH, and this CH2O converts into HCOOH, formic acid. Due to the formation of H2O2, it is acting as the oxidizing agent. So these are the simple tricks. Removing the double bond, if only H2O is present, then you have to convert to the carboxylic acids. Otherwise, only Me2S or zinc in presence of H2O is given. You have to stop the reaction at aldehydes. Simply removing the double bond and allotting the oxygens to the containing carbons, double bond containing carbons. Okay, guys. So this is about in the alkenes. Then ozonolysis in alkynes. Ozonolysis in alkynes. How it takes place? Let us see. Ozonolysis in alkynes. I'll take CH triple bond CH. This is ethine. Same process. First one is O3. We have to add. If you added the O3, then we have to the same CH single bond I have to write, because I am replacing only the double bond. You have to break the double bond and you have to add the two oxygens to this. Then CH C double bond OH single bond C double bond OH, right? So this is the product COH. Only second option they have given H2O. Then it is furtherly converts into H2O2 is formed na side by side product H2O2. That side product will converts this one into the COOH oxalic acid into COOH. That is nothing but oxalic acid. This is glyoxal like COH and COH. This is oxalic acid, right? So just we have to check the what is the reagents are given on the arrow. This is the first example shortcut. You can now you can practice the more number of bits. Suppose I am taking like this CH3 C triple bond C CH3. This is called 2-butene. 2-butene. Now this is on the first arrow they have given O3. On the second arrow they have given H2O, suppose. Then you have to remove the double bond. First you have to add each oxygens to this. Then CH3 CO single bond CO CH3. And now this due to the presence of this H2O, this is on further hydrolysis. Then simply break this bond, allot OH and OH. Then CH3 COOH plus CH3 COOH. 2 moles of acetic acid will be the answer for this. This is the acetic acid, right? Because H2O. Suppose they have given on the arrow CH3. I am taking the same example here. CH3. but they given on the arrow. First one is O3 and second one is zinc in presence of H2O they have given. Then simply the answer. Just you have to break the double bond. Then add this side oxygen, this side oxygen. Then the product will be CH3, CO, CO, CH3. Diketones these are. So simply this is the product furtherly. Okay guys. So like that you can take the so many different examples. CH3, CH3. See here the double bond CH3, CH3. Like that you have taken, right? So they have given like this O3 and second reagent is dimethyl sulfide they have given. So simply what is the answer? Ozonolysis. Ozonolysis means monozonoid, then further rearrangement we have to take all. Simply remove this double bond and add one oxygen to this carbon, another oxygen. Already we know oxygen is the divalent. So CH3, C double bond O, CH3 plus CH3, CH3, C double bond O. This is nothing but acetone and it is also acetone. Acetone. So 2 moles of acetones will be formed. So either aldehyde is forming or acetone is forming, that depends upon the which alkyne, means which alkyne you are taking. If any branches are straight chain, that depends upon the alkynes. Okay, we can go for one more example also. See here, I am taking the fifth example, CH3C, CH3, double bond CH2. Suppose you have taken like this. They have given first one is O3 and second one is zinc in H2O. They have given. So simply breaking this double bond, allotting to this carbon one oxygen, to this carbon one oxygen. So obviously the product is CH3, C double bond O, CH3 plus CH2O, CH2O. This is called acetone and this is called formaldehyde. So one is the aldehyde and one product will be the ketone product, like it will be. So that depends upon the what is the hydrocarbon you are taking, which type of hydrocarbon you are taking, that depends either ketones are forming or aldehydes are forming. Okay guys. So here the ozonolysis is a very simple trick. Easily you have to break the double bond. The double bond you have to remove and allot the oxygens to the carbons which are having the double bond. On which carbons you are removing the double bond, to that carbons you have to allot the oxygen. Okay. See, this is the ozonolysis in alkenes and alkynes. Simple trick, just simply we have to remove the double bond and addition of oxygens. In case of triple bond, also we have to remove double bond only. Okay, we have to remove double bond only. In case of triple bond is present also, the remaining rest of the bond will be present between the two carbons. If double bond is there, you have to remove the double bond. If triple bond is there, you have to remove double bond. The remaining one bond will be present in between two carbons. That's it. Okay. The points you have to remember: if H2O is taken directly, then that acts as H2O2 will be formed, acts as the oxidizing agent. When you are taking H2O in presence of zinc or dimethyl sulfide, then the reaction stops at aldehydes only. No further here there will be carboxylic acids will be formed, but in presence of these reagents no further reaction will be takes place. Reaction will stop at the aldehydes only. Okay guys. So this is about the ozonolysis reaction. Okay, I hope you all understand this, and uh, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much. Okay guys, one more important topic, I'll come with the next video. Keep subscribing my channel. Thank you so much.